6.1, variances between financial statements and the IFMIS figures. Comparison between the financial statements and the IFMIS trial balance revealed various variances. That is between the financial statements and IFMIS balances. The variances had not been explained or reconciled. The issue is still not resolved. In the circumstances, the accuracy of the financial statements, amounts, and balances could not be confirmed. Thank you, Chair.
Governor, guide us and read your responses.
Thank you, Chair. Management response is as follows. The variances between the financial statement prepared and presented for audit and the IFMIS report are as a result of IFMIS configuration issues, which the county has already engaged the National Treasury to assist in clearing the issues. The variances were as a result of county revenues. The revenue component of IFMIS is not integrated with the reporting module, that is a trial balance. Revenue receipts, that is a checker receipts proceeds from domestic and foreign grants, and the county generated revenue as well as transfers from other government entities captured in the revenue model of the IFMIS are not posted in the trial balance as expected. B, compensation of employees of an amount totaling to 4,729,926,122 reported in our financial statement included social security benefits as per note 3 of the financial statements. The IFMIS trial balance has indicated the figures for compensation for employees and social security benefits separately. Hence, our financial statement shows 0 for social security benefits. C, transfer to other government units. The figure of 1,029,936,698 relates to funds transferred to the county assembly as reflected in financial statements. These transfers are not captured as expenditure since the county assembly is a separate reporting entity. D, the auto-reconciliation in the IFMIS is not fully rolled out, leading to big discrepancies between the reported cash and bank balances in financial statements and IFMIS. And E, the county treasury, our county treasury is in consultation with the National Treasury IFMIS department to help integrate all reports which need to share data for the reconciliation of balances and auto-reconciliations of bank statements. This will eliminate most of the variances between the financial statement balances and IFMIS reported balances. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
The issue is not yet addressed.
Okay. Governor, before I open to colleagues, one, you have not demonstrated how the county treasury and the national treasury are working. Is there responses from the national treasury that you have annexed here to show that there is that, you know, this formal engagement? Is there letters that show that you have engaged national treasury to resolve this issue? Number two, when you have said they have been reconciled, were the financial statements amended to reflect those changes?
Thank you, Chair. Let me ask my Chief Officer for Finance to respond to the first query, evidence of engagement with the National Treasury, and I agree with you, even as he comes in to explain that that should have been enclosed. because this committee operates on the basis of evidence presented.
Thank you, Chair. The Note E, the county treasury is in consultation with the National Treasury IFMIS department to help in
No, CEO, to be efficient and faster, just give me evidence. I don't need explanation. Is there a letter that you have engaged with the National Treasury?
Sir, we have a very.
Where is it? Why did you annex? You know, I'll not allow you to table any evidence now because we have not authenticated.
Chair, we work with the National Treasury IFMIS department like a daily basis. So we
No, I
have-
agree you work. What I need is evidence so that we can proceed. That's a straightforward. Where is a letter?
we don't have a letter.
Yeah, please hold it there, Senator Gatai.
Chair, the concerns are quite outright. You know, actually, Chair, we have been treated into literature from A all the way up to E. It's just a narrative. Nothing of any circumstantial is laid before the committee. There is no annex to show that there is any engagement between you and the Treasury for that matter. And you know, actually, that is what we're supposed to be doing. The CEC and the CEO, not even the governor.
Because
You
you are the technical
you cannot
people.
parade a narrative, you know, unless you want to deal with intentions. Are you intending to engage the Treasury maybe in the future, or you have engaged them? The answer should be yes or no.
And where there is evidence,
And is
Senator
there
Omar,
evidence to that effect?
and provide us, sorry, and then don't forget the question on amended financial statements, Senator Omar.
Chair, maybe let me ask the finance person if he is qualified, because the narratives here from A to E, if at all he sit down and read between the lines, that's not expecting from the qualified accountant. Chair, what I'm saying, because when it comes to the trial balance, it depends on him to reconcile. B, when it comes to compensation of employees, that narrative is just totally, I don't agree totally. And again, when it comes to transfer of other government units of 1 billion, the reconciliation. If at all you are saying, the narrative is saying that the county assembly do a separate report, yes, I agree. But on your report, what show that the amount you have transferred from the county assembly must reflect in your accounts so that you can reconcile your books. Chair, when it comes to also auto reconciliation of bank statements, is it the work of the governor to do? It is you to do monthly. By 5th of every month, the reconciliation must be done. Now, when you are giving us these narratives and you are pushing your work to a governor to read, really, what is your ISPAC number? Before I proceed.
6571.
What is your name?
My name is John Macau Kimwele.
And it is not even reflected there in the financial statements. It's blank.
Who prepared the financial statements? Are you the one?
Yes.
The name is there, but the ISPAC number is not there. So does it mean that the ISPAC number you are giving is really yours? Maybe the clerk to confirm that, the number.
Is this John Macau Kimwele?
Yes.
Where is your ISPAC number, or you just got it the other day?
No.
Then why was it not disclosed?
Not disclosed there.
You know, financial statements is yours. What the OAG generates from what you provide. Now, answer the issue of reconciliation. Before we proceed, under the ISPAC number, I'll ask Secretariat to cross-check. Are you a member of good standing with ISPAC?
Yes, Chair.
So we'll be cross-checking in a minute. So can you answer the issue of reconciliations?
Conciliations, trial balance.
Trial balance. Those are basic
And
accounting.
transfer of the county other government units.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you. The IFMIS system is basically is a system for the National Treasury. So reconciliation, the IFMIS in counties, some of the features or modules has not been activated. So most of the times we reconcile manually. And that's why Chair is said that we have been engaging the National Treasury IFMIS department to help us clearing. We have cleared with the year 2021, 2022. 2018, 2019, we have been clearing because it is a era since when the IFMIS has been employed in the county government.
So you are blaming IFMIS?
No, we are not blaming IFMIS.
These are your financial statements.
Yes, and that's why, Chair, we are narrating what is the variance, the figures that has caused the difference. That's why we have put those figures here, because we cannot post them to the IFMIS.
There were many questions. Another one?
The other one is the transfer to the county.
Other entities.
Yeah, county entities. Some of the example for the...
This one to other government entities.
Yes. So to the county assembly, we transfer...
Has this been, did you amend your financial statement? Has this been disclosed in your financial statement?
We have revised it several before after when we get the ML, we have revised the financial statements and submitted to the OAG.
So I think you are lucky today, but I can see you're active and in good standing, but
Thank you.
Should you mislead the committee, I'll not hesitate but to put you on oath. So this one on the transfer to other government agencies, you are saying it was transferred to county assembly?
Chair, let me explain how the transfers are done.
And then be using your own financial statement. You know, accounting is about numbers. It's not about narration. This is not a literature class. Just be saying, this should reflect this, so that if the OAG picked the wrong numbers, did you amend your financial statements?
Yes, we did.
In this financial statement you are provided, are there anywhere that shows transfer to county assembly that almost 1 billion?
How much have they transferred to the county assembly?
Yes. Is it in the financial statement?
Chair, we stand by our earlier engagement that Chair, let me just declare some interest. The governor is my friend and my neighbor, but of course I don't feel very much like the staff and the governor is treating him well. Because, Chair, we are being treated into history. This committee, as the governor narrated, is we deal with documents and evidence to that effect. We expected some annexures to show that there was that engagement between you and the Treasury. That's why the OAG is very much particular about these matters and resolved. And the Chair, we are awaited as a committee that these things have been recurring in almost all the counties. I don't know for what reasons, and that's why we have an authority in accounting, Madam Mariam, Senator Mariam, who really wants to know whether you have those qualifications to be an accountant, because these are very basic accounting issues that are not ever supposed to appear before the committee. Kelonzo. Is it no? Kelonzo is the CEC. Kimwele. Yeah. Kelonzo, why are you working under the CEO, the CEO who is not assisting the governor? Not seen Mudengi Dagara from Daraka. Why have you abandoned Mudengi?
Sorry, thank you. Can we also, I can assist you in note number 6, transfer to other county entities. I can see there was 1,029,000,000. Is this the amended financial statement? OAG, have you seen this note number 6, page 29? Can you see in note number 6, transfer to other to county discrepancies? Is this the one you are describing, 1.0 billion that went to the county assembly? This is on page 29, note number 6 in your financial statements.
Yes.
You can see I'm giving you pro bono services.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair, for that. Well, the 1 billion is a part of the funds that have been transferred to the county assembly, which was not reflected in the IFMIS.
OAG, have you seen that in note number 6? They're arguing that this was money that was meant for county assembly, not other government entities. Note number 6 on page 29. Do you have that financial statement?
Chair, that is what they've reported, and that's
Yes.
why we are bringing it as an issue.
Yes. So now the issue is the variances. Because in the FMEs, they transferred 485 million. There was a variance of 544 million. Is that the position? In the query you have raised in number 1 on variances.
Chair,
Yes.
the auditor, because the figure there is in the financial statement, but when it comes to IFMIS, it's 485 billion.
So it means the actual transfer.
No, now the question is, what makes the reconciliation to be hard? What makes it to be very complicated to make a reconciliation? That's the question, because the auditor say there has not been reconciled. So if at all, in the transfer, the figure is that 1 billion, which financial statement show there is no other transaction there, it's only that figure. Then why is it taking almost a year now to make reconciliation only that?
I think the
That's the
question
questions.
should be, does the chief officer and your team know when to do reconciliations and how it is done? Because it should be a straightforward. The audit query was explain or reconcile.
Reconcile.
Yeah. So that we move quickly. When should you reconcile and how? And with whom?
Okay. Thank you, Chair. Chair, I have found out one of the letters we read for 2022, the letter we wrote to the IFMIS department to assist on the reconciliation. The problem here is that the IFMIS is mostly taking the bulk amount which we have received, and on the other side of the financial statement is by ledgers. So the IFMIS doesn't take, it doesn't classify
CEO,
that.
you are going back, so the best is let me rule as follows so that we become efficient. That in the next 14 days, I want to see that engagement between you and the National Treasury and the accompanying annexures, including even amended financial statement to reflect the issues that have been, and you should share with the OAG. Let's move, before we move to 1.2, let me allow the city senator to go on record.
Thank you, Chair. Apologies, I came in late. Governor, my name is Edwin Sifuna, Senator Nairobi and a member of this committee.
For the benefit of the Sudan's delegation, South Sudan, is also the minority whip in the Senate, and the deputy and also the senator of Nairobi where we are. Now, misclassification of expenditure, is this resolved or not?
Chair, not addressed.
Read through quickly.
Thank you, Chair. Misclassification of expenditure. The statement of receipts and payments, and as disclosed in Note 9 to the financial statements, reflects acquisition of assets, amount of Kenya shillings 1,801,398,676, which includes construction and civil works expenditure of Kenya shillings 782,448,955. Included in the construction and civil works amount is Kenya shillings 15,590,746, being electricity bills paid as subsidy for 2 water companies. The expenditure relates to subsidies and was erroneously charged to construction and civil works. In the circumstances, the acquisition of assets amount totaling to Kenya shillings 1,801,398,676 is overstated by Kenya shillings 15,590,746. Thank you, Chair.
Governor?
Thank you, Chairman. Let me ask our Accountant General, Mr. Moyanga, to read our response and to proffer any explanations required, because documentary evidence, once again, is not there. Yeah.
Yes, can we, yes, please. The response?
Management response. We acknowledge that the expenditure of Kenya shillings 15,590,746 relates to payment of water bills for water companies and was misclassified as observed by the auditor. The water companies operate on a subsidized tariff, not full cost tariff. Water is an essential commodity and the county government subsidizes these entities through payment of electricity bills. The county government had allocated in its budget a total of 67 million towards subsidies. However, the allocation was exhausted before the year end, and there were electricity bills totaling 15 million, which needed to be paid for continuous supply of water.
OAG?